Alright, how are you doing, everyone? It's been a while. Yeah, so it's been quite busy in my end. I've got some news to update you on with this article, but before that, I want to tell you what's going on my end. So I've recently had my own personal PIP renewed for a few more years, which is thank fuck. I had a work capability assessment, which quickly got back to me. I was 3 points off from getting limited capability for work back. But either way, they don't give you back any money apparently, unless you're on LCWRA. Because they've changed all the rules now. And I've also recently just applied for student finance, which is now open now, by the way, for university in September. I'm waiting to hear back from them. My access course is going really well at the moment. I'm almost finished. I should be getting closer now to qualifying for uni. We'll get back to that another time though. Anyway, so the article I'm going to read now, which I've seen quite a few people commenting about this, because apparently the PIP and UC are going to make it a lot harder now for disabled people because Labour are absolute bastards. So 1 million to have benefits cut, where reductions will fall from PIP to UC. Rachel Reeves has said the welfare system is broken and not working for anyone. Yeah, they want to make it even more broken, don't they? 1 million people, maybe more, could have their benefits cut under the government's welfare system overhaul, with recipients of personal independence payments and universal credit among those facing changes. Yeah, they should have kept on DLA, the PIP. That was meant to be for life, until they fucked everything up. Plan to help Chancellor Rachel Reeves make savings of up to £6 billion on the welfare bill and meet her self-imposed fiscal rules in her spring statement on 26th of March, so 11 days' time. The proposed cuts have sparked a backlash from MPs and campaigners, as it should. It is estimated that changes to eligibility, I can never say that word properly, including tougher mental health assessment criteria and the payment rate of several benefits for both new and existing claimants, will impact about 1 million people, with suggestions that concessions may have to be made to quell a possible Labour rebellion. Yeah, because we've already getting everyone from ESA onto UC now. A lot of them don't even have a transitional payment, and now they're getting rid of the extra payment for limited capability. Unless you're on limited capability for work and related activity, but just LCW, which I used to be on, that doesn't give you extra money anymore for some reason. The reforms are expected to cut benefits so that only the most severely disabled people qualify, denying payments to many people with mental health conditions, to some who struggle to wash, dress themselves and eat depending on certain criteria, and probably just autistic people in general, mental health problems. It's going to hit us really bad. I think I'm quite lucky that I've had mine renewed just for a few more years, but when it comes to 2028, it probably is not going to matter anymore, because, yeah, absolute bastards. A lot of people are going to be worse off because of this. So I'll get an extra just £290 a month with PIP and the universal credit combined. It's even hard. If they cut one of them, a PIP, you're going to lose a lot of money. You're going to be even lot more of entitlements, which you can get with PIP, like disabled support and what have you. Absolute bastards. Oh, but we got the Tories out, didn't we? No, they were even worse. And then again, they wanted the Tories. They wanted to get rid of PIP as well, turn it to vouchers and shit. Ministers are looking to both tighten eligibility requirements for PIP and freezer benefits so it does not rise with inflation. Bastards. Meaning cuts to the disability benefit, which can be claimed regardless of whether someone is working. are expected to account for the bulk of the proposed savings. And if you don't work, you're going to be even worse off because you're not getting extra money to help you, which you need, which isn't, because usually on its own is not enough. That's with standard allowance and transitional payment combined. PIP is non-means tested, given those with a long-term condition or disability that causes them difficulty in doing certain everyday tasks or getting around. While over 3 million people currently claim PIP, an increase of more than 1 million since 2019, this number is currently forecast to rise above 5 million by 2030, with the cost of the benefit expected to increase by 15 billion in real terms by the end of the decade. At present, PIP applicants are given points based on the difficulties they face with mobility and performing everyday tasks. These points are tallied to qualify applicants for payments of between £1,500 and £9,600 per year. Under the proposed reforms, applicants will be required to score a minimum of 4 points on at least one activity to qualify for the benefit. The new threshold means that those who need help cooking a meal would qualify, but those who are able to use a microwave are not. Needing help to wash your hair or the lower half of your body would not be sufficient to qualify, but needing help to wash your upper body would. Needing a hearing aid also reportedly falls below the new threshold, and it's disgraceful. Absolutely. What about a walking stick? Or just in general, isn't it? Because it's got fluctuating conditions and whatnot, anxiety and whatnot. Those who score 4 points on these tests would require another 4 points to qualify for the lower rate of payment, and another 8 points for the higher rate. Like I said, should have kept it on DLA. Typically, PIP payments are uprated annually in line with the previous September's Consumer Prices Index, whatever that means, inflation reading. Damn it. It's meant to go down, not up. Oh, where was I? There we go. Recipients currently receiving up to £108.55 a week for daily living and up to £75.75 weekly for mobility. I don't know about weekly, but I'm getting like £290 a month. I'm just on PIP. This is due to rise to £110.40 and £77.05 from April, in line with last year's inflation rate figure of 1.7%. But with current forecasts, the payments will be expected to rise a further 3.7%. The bank's projection for inflation in the third quarter of 2025 from April 2026, which could take the higher daily living rate up to £114.50 a week, and the mobility rate to £79.90 a week. That projected equates to an extra £361.40 per year, which claimants would lose in real terms under the planned Department for Wankers and Pricks freeze. That's what we are, Department for Wankers and Pricks. Among the expected outcomes of the changes is a halt in the rising number of claims for mental health problems. Currently, 37% of new PIP awards are granted on these grounds, up from 28% from before the pandemic. Universal credit. Some of the welfare savings will be spent on raising the basic rate of UC for those deemed fit to work. By the DWP, not the doctor, that is. And a £1 billion package for employment support. Yeah, really. Shit support, isn't it? That's C-Tech and Restart, they're a very waste of time. However, payments to have limited capability of work and work-related activity, LCWR, are expected to be cut as well. Okay. Currently, a single person on an UC who is deemed fit to work receives £311.68 or £393.45 per month, depending on their age. You'll get the 311.68, I think, plus the rent payment and transitional payment. This depends on following rules like applying for jobs and interacting with job centre support. Yeah, because that's starting up again since my WCA. However, a person deemed to have limited capability for work currently gets an extra £416.19 a month on top of that. Yeah, before when I was on LCW, it was like £168.68 or something like that. That was just on LCW, not LCWRA, which they've stopped apparently, which I just recently found out. This means that someone over 25 can be receiving over £800 a month in UC with no requirement to look for a job. But others who are actively seeking employment receive less than half that. Closing that gap and encouraging more people to seek work is the aim of the proposed reforms, which Work and Pension Secretary Liz Kendall said are needed to fix a broken benefit system. It's the Labour Party that's broken. It's the DWP itself that's broken, the whole fucking system. Department for Wankers and Pricks. That has seen the number of people deemed unfit and getting no support to find work nearly quadrupled since the pandemic. So why aren't you helping them then? And if you go on Indeed, it's all this mainstream shit, nothing for autistic people. Nothing suitable. Like I've tried 2 jobs before and there weren't much cock. For many reasons. Some 1.8 million, 71% of claimants on UC with a health condition or disability restricting their ability to work were assessed as having LCWRA, according to the latest figures from December 24. The government said this means the current system is effectively abandoning 1.8 million people and locking them out of work indefinitely, as the LCWRA assessment means they will not get employment support or further engagement from the system after those assessments. The Department for Wankers and Pricks said the number of people in this situation has almost quadrupled since the start of a pandemic, when it was around 360,000 people. ESA, yeah, that's going as well. Among other previously announced changes was the news that the ESA benefit would be replaced by UC quicker than it had been expected. This switch had originally planned for the end of 2028, but the Chancellor confirmed in her autumn statement last year that all ESA claims would end by April 26. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, we want to fuck up everything, make it harder for disabled people on PIP and universal credit and what have you. And if you're just autistic and or have anxiety, then for the next PIP assessment, you're going to lose it all. Absolutely disgraceful. And hopefully lots and lots of Labour MPs, like in the last vote, apparently 80 MPs rebelled against the £6 billion cuts. Hopefully they do the same for this, with the cuts to PIP for mental health people. And etc. etc. So yeah, this is hopefully this. I don't know if this is official, but this is what this paper is saying. It's absolutely disgraceful, shocking. Shame on you, Labour. Shame on the Department for Wankers and Pricks. Absolutely disgraceful.